Morning y'all. Today I thought I would do a product highlight video on the Mustang Dark Horse. I drove this all last week. It got rained on, it got snowed on. Finally got it tinted, so it looks kind of dark at this angle, but I think it looks pretty sharp. Here's how the clear wrap turned out. If I didn't show this yet, I mean, you could ignore all the... See, it rained and then it had like this little acid. You see that? Like acid rain, or not acid rain, but like dried on there. Hopefully that all comes off. We'll try that today, but today I wanted to do a product highlight on a new Adams product that was released. Now these guys weren't the first in the industry to have it. I think Geon Wet Coat might have been the first, but this is their version of that. It's called the Rinse-Aid. I used it yesterday on my Hummer. Came here and washed it, and I kind of want to give it some time before I give a good opinion on it, but at least I wanted to show what it does. But first, we gotta wash this guy up. Alright, we got the rinse down, completed. Now pay attention to how much this beads compared to what it did before I washed it. I think Adams is the best lineup you can have for car detailing products, and I think their graphene lineup is even better. And what I like to do is layer that stuff. So, you know, I'll wash it with graphene shampoo, then I'll layer it with graphene CS3, or do like a kind of a post-wash coating of CS3, the graphene, and then I'll do a graphene ceramic spray coating and just kind of build up those layers. That's kind of what we're going to do here today. So I used graphene shampoo, which does leave behind a little bit of SiO2 or hydrophobic properties. Like specifically the glass. See how that's just sheeting right off? I want to see what this stuff is going to do on non-treated anything besides just the shampoo. So this is already, I mean, maybe it's about the same, but I think it's a little bit better. So what we're gonna do, so this is Adam's new Rinse-Aid. I've only tested this on the Hummer yesterday. I did go out and I did buy Adam's foam can because I wanted to keep it separate from the one that I use for shampoo. So what it says is it's 1 to 9. It's 1 part this to 9 parts this. So it says like maybe 2 to 3 fluid ounces, which is right about there. 5-ounce lines right there. I'm between 5 and 0, a little bit higher. And then fill the rest up with water to dilute it. So I guess it's a concentrate. Stuff smells sweet. Let me put on the foam cannon. So pay attention to what this stuff does. It kind of goes on like a milky substance, similar again to the Geon wet coat, but you use a foam cannon to apply it. And you spray it on and you rinse it off right away after you coat the entire vehicle. You can put it on everything. It says you can put it on paint, on trim, on glass, on wheels, and that's what I intend to do. Damn it. I'm going to turn this all the way up. Nozzle, I'm going to pinch that off just a little bit. Here we go. I got it coated pretty good. I don't have a whole lot left. I'm just going to use it up. Alright. Now the bottle says you want to rinse it thoroughly or go right into drying mode. I'm gonna rinse it. That's what I did with the Hummer. What this stuff reminds me of is if you ever go to those touchless car washes and they do that final like rinse-free coat or top coat. That's what this stuff reminds me of. Alright, we'll rinse it down, and then we'll dry it up. Take a look at how much it beads after this. Immediately you can see results. The beading of on the paint and the glass. Remember before it was just sheeting up? Yeah, if you wanted a quick and easy way to get your car hydrophobic and stay clean for, they say 2 to 3 months, but I mean in my experience with wet coat and top coat, I think there's one more out there that is similar, it really only lasts maybe a month, and that's if, I don't know actually, which is why I like to layer my cleaner. So I just wanted to use this. It just got wrapped, hadn't washed it yet. I really hate coating cars that are not coated, I guess, or cleaning cars that are not coated. So I wanted to get this top layer on there just to kind of see what it would do. And now what my intention is next is to layer. I'm gonna blow dry it, and I'm gonna put a layer of CS3, graphene CS3 on there, and then I will do a final top layer of Adam's graphene ceramic spray coating. We'll dry it off. Okay, well, that's the main reason why I wanted to try this stuff out, because of how easy it makes the drying process. All I did was blow dry it. That's why you still see some little beads here. And I haven't yet gone and done a coating of CS3 or graphene ceramic spray coating on here yet, but the purpose that I have intended for this product, I guess anybody could have that same purpose. To me, it's not something that, I mean, yeah, you could apply it, meaning wash the car, spray it every single time you do it, then you'll just end up building layers and layers and layers, and you'll have that hydrophobic or SiO2 protection on the vehicle. But for me, what I would do is I would use this product as something that, hey, I don't have time to do a ceramic spray coating or a ceramic coating or even like a CS3 wipe down. I just have time to wash it, do a quick rinse of the rinse aid, and then rinse it again and then dry it. That'd be my purpose for it. But I typically coat all my cars here with some type of ceramic coating after they're clear wrapped. So there's like, I don't know, I know it sounds kind of crazy, but it's protection on protection on protection. And the more you build that up, kind of like old Carnauba wax, the longer it's going to last and the better job it's going to be, or the easier job it's going to be to maintain the cleanliness of the car. So I went around, blow dried it, and I did notice that it did leave behind some film type stuff, like right here. See that? It does just wipe away, but see that film, that haze? I think that is why I wouldn't just strictly use this, you know, all the time. You can kind of see the film right here too. Like this feels really smooth, but look when I wipe. See that? See it right here? That's kind of what it leaves behind. Now I didn't take a towel to this yet, but I'll do that right now, because I mean that's not going to be something I'm going to be happy with. It will go away with a couple towels, I can tell. But, man, it does leave behind that film. Let me use graphene CS3 on it, and that should be enough to. I'm not trying to remove the layer. Again, my main purpose of this was to help make the drying process better, and if you don't have the time to do what I'm about to do, then it's probably totally fine. But just understand you might have a slight film on there. Let me go around and do what I like doing with the CS3 from Adams, the graphene stuff specifically, and we'll make it right. Alright, got her wiped down with graphene CS3, which helped quite a bit. There's still like a slight film on it. So this thing went from, in my opinion, I think like a 9 out of 10 at first. After putting hands on it, after rinsing it off, it's kind of going down a little bit. I mean, yeah, it did what it's supposed to do. It left behind a protective layer. It's really greasy, actually. I'm not really sure how much I like that. I took some elbow grease to get it off the windows, and I bet if I get the right angle, you can still see a slight film. See that? What I don't want is to get that morning or even afternoon sun, you know, at that angle coming into the windshield, and it just casts like a haze along on the entire windshield. I predict that's what's going to happen. I could be wrong. Maybe I should have done a better job wiping it down. I don't know. Either way, I'm still going to keep using it because it actually is very beneficial to have this layer protection on the car. It has made the second layer that you can call it, the CS3, a kind of a problem to install. You can see here, like there's still a little bit of haze, still film on there. Now I have no doubts this thing gets caught in a rainfall, it's going to bead like crazy, which is the job, and the stuff does break down over time. Maybe even a wash will get rid of most of it. Watching Anger Management, just watch Real Models. Such good movies. So I don't know, I give it like a 7 out of 10. Honest opinion, it's not great. It's better than the other products that I've used that are similar to this, but it is something I would go to if I had limited time and I wanted that protection on the car. I think it turned out pretty well. I would suggest maybe not air drying it like what I did. I'd probably do towel dry, because that might help get rid of some of that film that was left behind. Maybe that's what I did wrong, even though the bottle says you can blow dry it or towel dry it. I mean, either way it should have been just fine, but I don't know, even after using the towel with graphene CS3, it's better, but it's still kind of hazy. Another pro I should mention here is that the stuff is applied with that foam gun. You guys all saw that. It allows the product to get in all the nooks and crannies that I otherwise would not have been able to get CS3 or a ceramic coating. Like this feels very, very sleek. And I sprayed all up in here with that stuff. So it got, you know, in these little cracks and in the door jambs and in the mirror and on this trim and stuff like that. It really does get everywhere. That's a really big benefit I think that people are gonna see. Even these little honeycomb front end, you know, this stuff is very small. You can't really get anything in there. You even see I got some water still up here, but you know, that coating, you can see it resting right here. it gets in all the nooks and crannies that I guess only a liquid or a water can get into. Then you just flush it all out. So that's one benefit. I always like when companies like Adams specifically come out with new product. I've been waiting for something like this for a long time because I did like the graphene or the Geon wet coat. And I do like this, don't get me wrong, don't think 7 out of 10 is bad. It's just not something that I'd be, I guess, it's not something I would accept on any of these cars for like a show condition. Hopefully it's not coming off rude. I'm not trying to bash Adams. This is just my first experience. On a Hummer, maybe it's different because it's a matte film, but I don't have any complaints on this, although I did notice that it left some type of, probably can't tell. Yeah, see like this? You see it in the black. So this has been driven since I applied it. You can see that film that's on there. I don't know. Time will tell, I think. We should have some rain this week. Figure out whether this stuff does the job or it doesn't. I have no reason to believe that it won't. Stuff's really nice. Just leaves behind. You have to be aware it leaves behind that slight film. So okay, I'm gonna put this car away. GT500, I did not get a service last week because we had rain that day, so I rescheduled, which pushed me out another week. It's my second time doing that. So I think I'm gonna just wash that one up real quick. I'll do that. So I'll end this video here. Cue the drone footage. As always, I do appreciate you watching. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks.